All right, good evening, everyone. We're going to go ahead and start with the Crime Control and Prevention District meeting. Today is Tuesday, May 24th, 2022, and the time is 5:32 p.m. We are here for the Crime Control and Prevention District regular session meeting of the City of Coppell, and there is a quorum present, so I will call the meeting to order. Item 2, citizens' appearance. Person wishing to speak during citizens' appearance must sign the appropriate register outside of the City Council chamber and list their residence address. It looks like we have nobody signed up for the citizens' appearance. So we'll go along with item 3, introduction and history. At this time, I'll go ahead and turn it over to Ms. Tamara Smith, the budget officer.
I'm the budget officer for the City of Coppell. The Crime Control Prevention District is a special purpose tax district created by the Texas Code 363 to provide crime prevention programs and services to the community. This fund utilizes the 1/4 cent sales tax as the main source of revenue. Whether you're an individual who lives in Coppell or you're an individual passing through, the sales tax that you pay for the purchases in Coppell contribute to this fund. The Crime Control and Prevention District is created and authorized only in the district, and sales tax are approved by a majority of the qualified voters, and is considered a separate entity that is governed by Local Government Code Section 363. The district is also governed by the board of 7 members, which is currently the voting members of the City of Coppell City Council. The board is required to propose a budget, hold a public hearing, and adopt a proposed budget that is then presented to the governing body, the Coppell City Council. The Coppell Crime Control and Prevention District is being accounted for as a special revenue fund in the financial records of the city. A special revenue fund is one that is used to account for and report the proceeds of specific revenue source. The 1/4 cent sales tax that is used for revenue in this fund is restricted and committed to expenditures for a specific purpose. The Coppell Crime Control and Prevention District became effective in April of 2008. The original term was for 5 years and expired on April of 2013. The citizens reauthorized the district for an additional 10 years and with a new expiration date of April of 2023. For this district to continue, the next vote must take place on or before November of 2022. The expenditures of this district are in 3 areas: School Resource Officer Program, the Enhanced Radio Dispatch Center NTEC, or North Texas Emergency Communication Center, and the Police Patrol Prevention Program, which is the Vehicle Replacement Program. This concludes the brief review of the history of the Coppell Crime Control and Prevention District.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. Item 4, consider approval of minutes for April 25th, 2021. Council, is there a motion to approve the minutes for the May 25th, 2021? Councilmember Nevels? Do I see?
Thank you. I move to approve the minutes from the previous meeting.
Any second?
I second.
Councilmember Matthew, seconds.
All in favor? Long, Keenan, Smith, Carroll, Nevels, Judd, Matthew Hill in favor. None opposed. The motion carries.
Item 5, review of the Crime Control Prevention District budget for fiscal year 2022 to 2023. So we'll go ahead and turn it over to Ms. Smith again.
Thank you. The total Crime Control and Prevention District revenues are projected to be $3,644,455 for the next fiscal year. These projections are based on the Rule 3.334, and revenues continue to be predicted at a 55% decrease in sales tax. Sales tax is the primary revenue source for this fund, and it is estimated to be a little over $3.3 million. The remaining revenue is provided by salary reimbursements from the Coppell Independent School District for the school resource officers at a little over $288,000, and interest earnings are estimated to be at $20,000 of the proposed revenues. The total Crime Control and Prevention District expenditures are projected to be $3,104,436 for the next fiscal year. Salaries and benefits are a little over $967,000 of the budgeted expenditures. This funds 7 positions related to the SRO program and the Neighborhood Community Policing program. There were 7 frozen, unfunded positions that were dropped off the employee count and 5 positions that were moved to general fund to help with the long-term financial sustainability of this fund. Maintenance is approximately $6,411. Supplies is approximately $34,000, and services total a little over $1.9 million. This includes the payment to the Intech call center for dispatch services, which is a joint venture between cities of Carrollton, Farmers Branch, and Addison. Also, this is the second year that we have had the reimbursement to general fund for administrative services. Administrative services reimbursements are a part of the cost allocation study that provides reimbursement for services rendered from the general fund on behalf of the CCPD. Because CCPD operates like a regular business and it doesn't staff positions for IT or accounts payable or legal services, it reimburses the general fund for those services. Also included in the services category is the amount for the upcoming election in November. The transfer category totals a little over $174,000 of the expenditures. This transfer is for the capital fleet replacement of 6 vehicles. This will fully fund those 6 vehicles. The fund balance walk forward is presented beginning with fiscal year 21 actuals. The walk forward indicates that Rule 3.334 has not become effective yet. The uncertainty of the rule change created an opportunity for us to be proactive and create strategies for long-term financial sustainability. And for fiscal year 23, we have a net increase of a little over $540,000. In summary, the revenues for the fiscal year 22-23 budget year are estimated to be $3,644,455, and the expenditures are $3,104,436. This concludes the revenue. This includes the review of the fiscal year 23 budget for the Crime Control Prevention District. And I will be happy to answer any of your questions.
Council? Councilmember Carroll.
Quick question. So the transfer out, you said the transfer out, the budgeted transfer out is for the vehicles. Did I hear that correctly?
Correct. That is for 6 vehicles for 6 of the SRO officers, and that's to fully fund those vehicles.
And then, so the variance between the current year's budget of almost $600,000 for the transfer out. What was included? What's included in this year's?
In this year's, it's just the 6 vehicles for the 6 SROs.
Okay.
And last year's, it included both police and SRO vehicles.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, thanks.
Ms. Smith, actually,
Yes, sir.
you did mention that there is it's going to be on the ballot in November. Can you kind of explain about that? That's being done every tenure, you said?
Correct. The last time that we approved this CCPD district, it approved for 10 years, and it's up for election this November for whatever amount of years that we would like it to go for. It can be 5, 10, variances of 5.
And can you explain about what the citizens are actually voting for so that they'll have a better understanding as to what they're actually voting for?
Sure. The purpose of this fund is to provide programs to help keep the community safe with the SROs, the neighborhood policing, and the Intech Center.
And where's that fund coming from?
That is coming from our sales tax. Sales tax is not like property tax. Sales tax is what when you purchase an item, that amount is your sales tax, and a portion of that goes to the city. So that can be anybody, not just a citizen.
And then if the citizens does not vote for it, what's the fallback? What happens then?
We have 1 year from the anniversary of the election to provide another election for another ballot for a re-election of the CCPD. Otherwise, it will have to revert back to the general fund.
Thank you. Okay, this is the public hearing, a public hearing on the fiscal year 2022-2023 proposed budget for the Crime Control and Prevention District. Person wishing to speak during the public hearing must sign the register and list their residence address. You'll be asked to speak in the order you have registered. Public hearings are limited to 5 minutes per speakers. I will open the public hearing. And at this time, nobody has signed up. Is there anyone that's here that did not sign up but wants to speak? Seeing none, I will ask for a motion to close the public hearing. Councilmember Nevels.
I move to close the public hearing.
Is there a second? Mayor Pro Tem Brianna Hinojosa Flores. Flynn Smith, sorry.
All in favor? Long, Kenosa Smith, Carol, Nevels, Jen, Matthew Hill in favor, none opposed, motion carries.
Okay. Item 7, adoption of fiscal year 2022-2023 budget for the Crime Control and Prevention District. Is there a motion and a second? Councilmember Nevels.
Thank you. I move to approve the adoption of the fiscal year 2022-2023 budget for the Crime Control and Prevention District.
Thank you. Is there a second?
As presented.
Councilmember Hill, seconds.
All in favor? Long, Kenosa Smith, Carol, Nevels, Jen, Matthew Hill in favor, none opposed, motion carries.
Okay. Item 8, review of the budget calendar for the Crime Control and Prevention District. Again, we'll turn it over to Ms. Smith.
Thank you, sir. The next steps in the Crime Control and Prevention District will be on July 30th, where we will be placing a notice in the newspaper that council will be holding a public hearing. August 10th, we will have a public hearing and proposed budget adoption of this fund by council.
Thank you. Item 9, consider election of president and vice president. Do I have a nomination for president? Councilmember Hill?
Yes, I would like to nominate Councilman Neville.
Is there a second? A motion? Second? Councilmember Matthews, seconds.
All in favor? Long, Kenosa Smith, Carol, Nevels, Jen, Matthew Hill in favor, none opposed, motion carries.
And do I hear any nomination for vice president? Councilmember Nevels.
I'd like to nominate Don Carroll.
Is there a second? Councilmember Brianna Hinojosa Smith.
All
Mayor
in
Pro
favor?
Tem. Sorry. Just butchering me back and
All in favor? Long, Hinojosa Smith, Carol, Neville, Jones, Matthew Hill in favor, none opposed, motion carries.
Item 10, adjournment. Being that there's no further business before the Crime Control and Prevention District, we are adjourned at 5:47.